Welcome to RE Uncut. Our daily shows are powered by CoreLogic and supported by Printforce, Rockend and Realty.com.au.
My guest this week is Michael Sheargold, and I've been talking to Michael about the content for this week, and it won't focus on COVID, but what it will do is talk about adjusting your business, keeping you agile, on your feet, and always making sure that your business is ready for what's ahead. Michael Sheargold will join me for the first segment in just a moment, and we'll have a talk about play to the conditions. Back in just a moment.
In today's market, great ideas alone simply aren't enough, but innovative execution can hand you a real competitive advantage. Nightlight is a cutting-edge illuminated signboard by Printforce that offers round-the-clock visibility and features that maximise advertising space, improving your exposure. Buyers can now see the full picture, day or night, with Nightlight's edge-to-edge illuminated surface, which utilises environmentally friendly, scratch-resistant technology. Nightlight is as versatile as you need to be in today's market.
Welcome back. Michael Sheargold joins me, michaelsheargold.com.au. G'day, Michael. How are you doing?
Kevin, I'm doing great, and great to be here and sharing some insights with your audience.
Yeah, thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. And I said at the outset there, we're not going to focus on COVID, but obviously COVID has changed a lot of what we're doing and how we're doing it, Michael.
Yeah, Kevin, one of the things that I think that we need to have an awareness point is the market conditions have changed. So the agent and the agency that is going to win in these market conditions is those that play to those particular conditions. And I learnt this from Chris Mercer, interesting enough. And Chris utilised this great metaphor that you're an AFL team, you're a rugby league team, you're a soccer team, and you've been practicing full on your particular moves for perfect conditions. The weather's going to be fine. There's going to be no wind. Everything's going to be great. 15 minutes before the game starts, the rain pours down. It's almost sleeting down onto the field. And suddenly you're running out. It's going to be the team that recognizes, hey, the game plan has changed, and what strategy do we need to put in place in these particular market conditions? So I just think it's such an important metaphor to take on board is the conditions have changed. And I think the biggest challenge I'm seeing is a lot of agents want to run with what they used to do rather than say, okay, what do I need to upgrade, tweak, enhance in this particular mode? And capitalize on this market. And look, the reality was, if I went back, say, 2 or 3 months, I wasn't talking about capitalizing, I was talking about navigating. Now, the shift in energy is about, well, okay, what are you going to do? How are you going to grow your market share? Are you playing to the conditions? What's happening out there? And I think, Kevin, and you and I have chatted in the last couple of weeks, off air. And one of the things that's been interesting is that the market dynamics are going to be changing on an ongoing and consistent basis through this particular next, certainly 6, maybe 12 months. And it's going to be reading the play and then playing to that particular game set of conditions that exist.
And be ready to make changes, because no one saw this coming, Michael, did they?
Look, no one saw this coming, and I think that's the reality of it. It's not you personally, so this isn't you personally. This is the impact across the board. I think there are some things that the agents listening in that you can do individually. You do not need to wait for the business to make these changes. You need to jump in and say, well, okay, how do I play to the conditions even better? This is the market I want to serve. What am I noticing? What do I need to put in place? How do I need to capitalize on that? And then on the other side, from a business owner point of view, all right, what are the things that I or we as the leadership team of the business need to be focused on to put in place? And I'm all about, and I know you've heard me say this before, Kevin, less things implemented better will always outperform more poorly. So you might end up with this big, long shopping list of things that you can change and do differently. I'm really in that mode of, well, what are the 3, 5 things you're going to back and put serious energy and effort in behind? And all of a sudden, great things are going to start to happen for you.
Yeah, I sometimes think too that this is a moment of great opportunity, because there are so many people ducking for cover, being scared. But those who really analyse their business and what they're doing are probably going to come out of this in fairly good shape, Michael.
100%. In fact, on my voicemail message, the quote I finished my voicemail message with is, big plays happen in a changing market. So this is a changing market. So if your mindset is right, if your strategy is right, guarantee there's an opportunity there for you to capitalize on. But if you've got stinking thinking, and if you're running with strategies that are right for a different market, so not saying they're wrong strategies, the strategies are right for a different market, not right for this market. You're not playing to the game. You're not playing to this particular set of conditions. Then I can guarantee you're going to look back, scratch your head in 6 months' time or 12 months' time and say, what happened? Where did our market share go? What happened to my team? Where are we actually at with this? And as soon as we get clear on that, I think the opportunity becomes significant for leaders to put a stake in the ground and say, here's where we're heading in this particular set of market conditions. And then for an individual agent to say, okay, what are the 3-5 things I need to upgrade, tweak, enhance in my business to be able to capitalize on these market conditions?
It's interesting you mentioned that saying that you've got on your answering service, because you've had that there for quite some time. And the point I make about that is not that you're tardy, it's just the fact that things don't change. The only things that change are, the more they change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah. I think there's a point in that one, Kevin. So I think you're right. I mean, one of the things to recognize is, are you the one who's going to actually be the big player in this market, this set of market conditions? And that might mean, shining the torch into some areas of your business where you want to upgrade your skills, you've needed to for a while. Are you investing the time to enhance that? Are you investing the time to improve that? And whilst I think there's a whole series of now activities that we need to capitalize on and make sure we're doing, there's a whole series of future activities that will set ourselves up for the future. I mean, no one likes training, let's face it. Maybe I've had 2 agents per decade actually like training. But what we like is the benefits that training gives us. And that's actually honing the skills, that's developing our skill set, that's being incredibly confident when we're in front of a client because we've done the work. Why do sporting teams practice moves? They practice moves so they are second nature. And I think there's a new second nature that needs to come through. And, later on in the week, I know we're going to talk about this, particularly from a listing point of view, about how you can enhance that and upgrade that and put that into play. But right now, if you've got a mindset and you're approaching the market to say, he or she that is going to play to the conditions best will win. The question is, how well are you playing to the conditions? And that might be, for the leaders who are tuned in, let's actually get the team together. What are the conditions? Let's write down 3, 5, 10 things that we know about these particular conditions, and then let's go for it. We know that buyers and sellers need more confidence. And if they don't have confidence, it's easier for them not to make a decision when there's not confidence than to make a decision. And you think about it in your own life, Kevin. If you're not confident about something, it's easier to say no and not move ahead with a sale, with a purchase of a property. But if you've actually got confidence, then how do you do that? So a simple upgrade would be, okay, that's the condition that exists. How do we instill more certainty, more confidence, more clarity in buyers and sellers to move people forward? And if the property managers are tuning in here as well, into landlords and tenants, to be able to see that land in a way that is going to resonate massively with the marketplace. If confidence is missing, people are not going to take action. So once again, it's a part of the conditions. So as a leader, get down here what we know about the market. Here's the dynamics that exist in the market, and how well are we playing the game to those particular market conditions.
Play to the conditions. That's the message for today. Michael, back again tomorrow. We'll look at the controllables, the things that you can control. Thanks, Michael. Talk to you then.
Thanks, Kevin.
The Daily RE Uncut Show is powered by CoreLogic and supported by Printforce, Rockend and Realty.com.au. Realty.com.au is where you will see all our shows: Real Estate Talk, The Property Show, Auction Update, and of course RE Uncut. We are the home of property.